Well, we're in for another fight. But that's what we do. City has just informed me that they are not planning on meeting their obligation of making the payment, our lump sum payment, retro payment. It's known by different names, but really all it is deferred wages from 10 years ago, from work we did 10 years ago, money we earned then. So fight is what it is, and we're going to do it. The shocking part is this is not a surprise to the city. It's not like they didn't know this was coming. This is our last payment. And they wait till the very time that they're processing it to tell us that due to this fiscal emergency, they don't believe they can meet this obligation. Well, they're going to meet the obligation. When we signed this agreement in 2014, we said we needed to make sure if anything went wrong, we could take this directly to arbitration. And the city said, no, don't worry about it. Look, everyone's working together. They didn't have the money at that time to give us all of the wages that we had earned. We understand that. But look how we're working together. We said, no, nobody knows exactly what's going to happen in the future. We insist on having a provision that says that if there is any issue ever with these payments, that we can go directly to arbitration. And that's what we're going to do. We're not going to go to court and get dragged out for 2 years. We're not going to file. We don't have to file the grievance process and go through each of those steps. We have a right to go directly to arbitration. I have already informed the arbitrator that that is what we are going to do. And we have already scheduled our arbitration for tomorrow morning. Because the city is not going to get away with saying we can't make the payment because of our fiscal emergency. We all understand that we're in a pandemic, that our economy has basically been wrecked, both here in the city, at the state, and nationally. But this money is money we have already earned, again, from over 10 years ago. And the city needs to make good on their obligation, which is to give us the money that we have earned. When you think about the history of this union and all the fights that we have ever had to do, and think about especially the last 7 months, it's always us taking care of each other. It's always us taking care of our schools. And I'm angry, and I know you're angry. But we're going to continue to do what we know we have to do, which is to take care of each other, watch each other's backs, make sure we are there so we are safe, and make sure that we can take care of the livelihood we need to take care of our families, because what we do in our profession is take care of the city's children. So since March, we had to fight to close the schools. We knew it was the right thing to do. We knew the schools weren't safe, and we had to fight to do that. Then we had to fight all through the summer to get a plan for safety for each school, not based off of someone's opinion or an elected official's idea, a plan based off of medical professionals telling us these are the things you need to have in each school to keep them safe. And that was a fight to get that. And then a fight to push back the opening of schools. Of course, we weren't ready, and all the schools did not have all the things in the plan. And then a fight again to push it back because we didn't have the staff. And we still don't have the staff. But they know they now have to hire those folks. And now tomorrow, we are having another fight, which is starting today, and we'll finish it tomorrow. I am sorry we have to go through this. But I also know we have to be realistic here. This is not going to be our last fight. The workers across this country who are getting beaten, we're not going to let that happen to us. So we're going to fight our way through this pandemic, and then we're going to fight our way through this wrecked economy, depression, recession, whatever you want to name it, we know we're going to have to fight our way the whole way through this thing. It's too easy for people who have the power to always say, oh, we'll shift it off onto the workers. The workers can give back more. That's not going to happen here. Not going to happen. We watch after each other. We take care of our city's children. We fight to keep our school buildings safe. We know right now we're in the most chaotic school year of all time, that schools will be opening and then going remote and they're going back to live, and that we have testing based off data. It's not going to be easy. But despite all that frustration, we're going to do this fight too, because we take care of each other. So I will go into arbitration tomorrow. We will present that case, which is very simply, we want the money you owe us now. I will be in touch and communicate immediately as soon as I have news of what is happening, because that is what each and every one of you deserve. So remember, it is always us taking care of each other. That is the strength of this union. We disagree, we have fights internally, we do our other things, but in the end, we understand that what we do, that passion that we bring to our schools each and every day in the middle of a pandemic, that's the passion that we use to also take care of each other. So I will be in communication with all of you tomorrow. I want you to be safe. God bless. And the UFT will always be there for each other and for the children of this city.